college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack-a-Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main...
You'll do the knowledge to the master builder.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. With that road trip behind them, the Suns ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Phoenix. They are still putting the pieces together right now with just one win in their first 5 games so far.
This is certainly not the way this team wanted to start the season, Kevin. I mean, they just haven't been able to get anything positive done. No positive momentum, lacking in confidence, and as a result, they're struggling.
But you know, changes. Capella's checked in, and it's Booker in for Michael Beasley. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Trevor Booker. Then it's Freak, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Teletovich's shot is good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Just 5 on the clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Shot is no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Henry Sims comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
They double him with Freak. Len, a screen. Outside Knight. All sorts of time. That one goes. Count. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Knight. And here's Freak. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. That's good. McNeil's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Rockets leading by 6. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Goes up on the wing, and Houston again with the bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Kicks to Goodwin. Passes it to Sims, and stolen by Freak. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pushing their lead to double digits. Cannon's got his second bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Banked in off the glass. Cannon's got 6.
and the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Houston on top. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly. He talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach.
Don't you need a player like this? Some changes for Phoenix. Chandler comes in for Mirza Teletovic, and Shane Larkin subbed in for Knight. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Booker comes in for Michael Beasley. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Freak subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then it's Freak. Then there's Trevor Booker. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And stolen by Freak. Harden kicks to Booker. From the stripe, it's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Bledsoe with it. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely not himself.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Chandler is screen. And Bledsoe, here we go. Chandler dishes to Bledsoe. Chandler kicks to Larkin. And at last, they get one to fall.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
1:41 left to play here in the half. Now here's Freak, guarded by Bledsoe. 5 on the clock. Here's McNeil. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 19. Bledsoe passes to Larkin. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And the Suns making a change here. Len's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Cannony's checked in for James Harden. Bledsoe outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The dish to Larkin. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Larkin's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's McNeil. He's got 15. Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s, that tells you all you need to know.
Brutal, absolutely brutal. To shoot that poorly, you almost have to try to miss to shoot that poorly. Rarely do you see numbers like that at the NBA level.
Here's Bledsoe. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. The 3, and that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from McNeil. McNeil's got 18 points in the game. Bledsoe can't get it to go. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Rockets lead by 19. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dwight, you guys have built a nice lead. How did you achieve that?
We're just trying to play good defense. It's tough down there, you know, but we're doing a good job of making them just shoot one shot, get out and run.
Dwight, thank you. Kevin, always a good thing when it's one and done for your opponent.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And let's talk about our pace. We need to start the third quarter with patience and poise. I want to see us work for those good looks, careful passing, and smart decision-making. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Different look. Lenz checked in for Chandler. Henry Sims comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Knight subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Brandon Knight is out there with Goodwin. Then it's Alex Len. And then there's Henry Sims. And it's Booker in at small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
It's Knight with the drive. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Knight's got his third basket of the night. Now here's Freak, defended by Booker. Now Freak, 23 points in the game, can't hit from the corner. 1:39 left in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Knight for three. Rebounded by Capella.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
McNeil bangs home the trifecta. McNeil's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the Rockets. Outside Knight. Jumper off the screen. Good on the jump shot. Knight's got 9.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Knight. Wing shot on the way. That one rolled. Rolling around and rims out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Glenn, a screen. Back to Knight. From deep. Again, the miss by Knight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's McNeil. Kept alive by Houston. Cannon dishes to McNeil. Here's the three. That's good. McNeil's got 29 in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Knight wide open. Again, the miss by Knight.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much